Okay, so I finally got these two tables put together. I knew I'd be running into some snafus here. So that's a 330. What I'm trying to do is get those 160s out of here. Use up these other corners I have. That's a 330 corner. The 430 these are 4 by 8. There's two tables here, 4 foot by 8 foot. So I thought this 330 would take up more of this room. It's fine that it doesn't take it all up, but like the 415s, they basically take this whole 8 foot up. I would have thought it would have been a little closer, but I mean, this would fit inside of 413. So then I came over here. There's my 160 corner. So I took that out, replaced it with this 230 corner back here. Problem is, that sucker now hangs over that back straightaway, which is fine, but these are the things you're going to run into anytime you go around. I got the Audubon planter, whatever it's called. I never use the thing. It's all right. I play with it once in a while, but I can never build my surface that I'm going to build on in all those centimeter, millimeter setups, because I basically got four 4 by 8 tables going from here to here, just side by side, and then I got one in the middle with a 2 foot, and then I got two on that end. But when I try to enter it in there, it always gives me some weird thing. I've never figured out how to just draw this out as 16 feet long, 8 foot wide, 10 foot, and then another 8 foot by 8 foot, and just never comes out right for me. So I go out here and fudge around, and these are the problems you're gonna have with that. Is, now I'm gonna have to somehow suspend that back corner, bridge it so we can get under it. It'll be a little blind spot, but I'm not gonna worry about it. And then ultimately, I want to get that pit lane. It's right there. I want to turn that into a 2-lane pit lane so we don't get boxed in there when someone else is serving a penalty. You can still get around them and whatnot, but I'm going to take that. I don't know if you can see that too good, but that's a 160 there. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did right there and put a 230. So 230 will be my tightest corner. So I'm going to put one of them there. And then that's all going to stretch all this out around this pole. So I'm going to put that little 2 foot table right there, bring everything out that way. And then I think this is a 230 corner. So I'll have this 230 going into another 230. Or I do have another 330 I might put there, and then just move that one over there, and I'll have a spare 230. But who knows? It's like, what this thing's going to look like when I'm done is always a mystery, even to me, because when you're doing it like this, it never seems to, you run into things that you didn't think about. Like I forgot that there's a wire tap right here in this piece of track. So now I got to take that out, and there won't be any track right there. So I'll have to move that wire tap over here somewhere. There'll be all kinds of little mysteries. I mean, I could say it's annoying as hell, but at the same time, kind of adds to the adventure. I'm sure you know, Marty, huh? Building that track over at your house. I'll bet you ran into a few, although you're a lot more planned out than I am. But stay tuned. See what this bad boy finally comes out like. Oh boy. This is one of those things that when you plan it out, or I shouldn't say plan it out, because you spontaneously get motivated by another YouTuber and you think, well, I'm just going to run out and do that. It's 2 hours. Hopefully this video sheds some light on that. It is not. And if I ever say I'm going to do something on my track, just tell me no. This is that part of the job. I've been at this thing almost all day, and this is part of that job where I wish I wouldn't have started. But when it's done, I think I'm going to like this new layout. Got a little elevation over there. And from here, because this is where Kathy, Tiny Racer, always stands, she's like here, so this is her view of the track. Mark's always down at the end, and I'm in the middle. And of course, I want to get rid of that wood stove. I'd like it to have a big, like probably a 65-inch, where that Predator sign is, TV, so we can, everybody can see the smart race data when we're in the pits and whatnot. And then this is my straightaway over here, and then my pit. What I want to do now, since I'm going to shift all that towards that little TV, I want to make that 4 lanes or 2 lanes in my pit. And I think this is going to work out good because that's elevated over there. Kathy should still be able to see, you know, the track. I have 2 my scratch built cars out there on that far corner by the Dunlap tower, so you can see them just fine. So that's going to be good. And then I'm going to take this little table and put it right on the other side of that support pole so I can get up and around that. I'm just hoping, because this is now, this corner right here is a 230. We took out that 160, but that shifts everything over. And it's a little bit, you know, longer. So I've had to do something to get out off this table, but I can only go so far because of that window, or that door. I got French doors there and they open in, so I could switch that around. But, you know, hey, I could build a house with a 7,000 square foot shop too, but, you know, some things just aren't going to happen this year. So I'll keep going, plugging along. Think twice before you decide to expand your track.